Hello, good evening. I hope you guys are having a wonderful Sunday night. We are eating kind of late, and this has been requested quite a few times because Jacob is kind of known for his orange chicken, and he doesn't ever use a recipe or write anything down. So a friend of ours suggested that we do a Facebook Live of him cooking his orange chicken so that everyone can watch and take notes and change it, hey Sally, and cook it at their house. So we put everything together for you. We're going to show you all the ingredients, and then he is going to cook it live for you guys. So we're going to switch the camera around and we're going to show you the ingredients. Hold on just a second. I'll let Jacob show the ingredients. Okay?
Yeah, no pressure at all. I mean, see, when you cook based on a recipe, like you're pretty much guaranteed to get the same exact results, but I'm not that type of cook, so I actually cook by smell and taste and, you know, like I love to cook, but I'm always changing things up. So I'm going to cook this tonight, and hopefully you guys will get enough information out of it that you can recreate or change what you need to in order to make it fun for you and your family. So we're cooking orange chicken because it's one of my favorite things to eat. First time I had orange chicken was decades ago, but it was one of those things when I tasted that, I was like, oh yeah, like that's boom.
And it's kind of changed over the years. Your recipe has a little bit.
Oh yeah. Well, my recipe started out with kind of a really thick sauce, and it has evolved, and I've kind of changed things up, and I've looked for more of the lighter sauce that will kind of just, you know, you don't need that much of it to stick to the chicken. Give it just enough flavor, and then, boom, you've got it. I also have changed the type of chicken that I've been using because I originally started with all white meat, but I realized that the fat content of having thigh meat instead of breasts is actually better. Like you get a much better flavor out of it. So, I'm going to show you guys what I do, and then you can take from it what you will, and I hope you enjoy it.
Alright, so give some hearts if you guys love orange chicken.
Yeah, if you like Chinese orange chicken, you're going to like this, I promise you. So I've got all the ingredients laid out on the counter here.
Alright, so we're going to, do you want to go left to right?
So first of all,
okay.
I pre-fry my chicken. I do it in big batches. What I do is I take thigh meat and I chop it all up, and then I fry it in cornstarch and peanut oil. And I know those aren't totally the healthiest thing to eat, but we don't eat it all the time. It's something we enjoy every now and then. So I'm going to be using that. And then I use organic apple cider vinegar. And these, if you have not used these, you are missing out big time. Because these are so awesome. Like, I used to grate my own ginger and chop my own garlic, and honestly, the Gourmet Garden stuff is amazing. It tastes amazing. It's very, very good. So use those. Then I use a little bit of chili garlic sauce, and this is the Sriracha brand. Comes out really good. Sesame oil. Whatever you do, get good sesame oil. Get some really nice stuff. It's worth spending. Like this single little can is probably $12, $13, but it's worth it.
Because some sesame oils are cut with other ingredients.
Yeah.
So you want
pure
sesame oil.
Pure toasted sesame oil. And then we get the good soy sauce.
Oh my word, this stuff is amazing.
Yeah, we just found this stuff, and I tell you what, it's absolutely incredible. So get good soy sauce. Here's the secret ingredient. Oh yeah, not so secret anymore. Orange Vitality oil. That's the good stuff. And then obviously we have switched from using regular sugar because I think I started cooking this like 10 years ago, so like way before Young Living. But we have switched to using more pure ingredients. So we use coconut sugar instead of regular sugar now.
Yep, you can even get that on Amazon. I think this one came from Walmart, actually. So
yep,
it's pretty much everywhere.
We've got green onions. We will need a little bit of cornstarch to thicken the sauce.
Leslie says, have you ever done this with coconut aminos instead of soy? I don't think we have yet.
I have not yet. But I would imagine that it could just about be a swap.
A good one-to-one swap.
Yeah, a good one-to-one swap. You might need a little bit more salt with the coconut aminos. You might have to add some Himalayan salt or something else to I don't know, to alter the flavor, but give it a try.
Yeah.
Couldn't hurt. So, and this is our amazing, we love this thing.
Yeah, our Zojirushi. It looks like a space alien rice cooker.
Yeah, the Neuro Fuzzy. We've had it for years.
Over a decade, actually.
yeah, over a decade. Yeah, you're right. And it makes rice perfect every time. So we absolutely love it. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to just dive in and
here, I'm going to step back so I can swing back and forth here.
Show you guys what we do. All right.
So we don't normally have a desk lamp over our stove, but our lighting in our kitchen is So we put a desk lamp in so that you guys could see everything. So that was his sesame oil. So you just kind of swirled it around the pan. So I hope you're taking notes.
Yeah, don't expect actual amounts with this necessarily, because
this is not measuring anything.
Things. Okay. So
there you go. 6 squirts of garlic.
That was ginger.
Or ginger, sorry.
Actually. So it probably amounts to 1.5 tablespoons of ginger-ish, if you were grating it. And then we're going to put some garlic in there. Not as much as the ginger.
So how many teaspoons would you say?
Probably
maybe 2
2
teaspoons?
Yep. This is the... Ooh, that's way too much, and I'm actually going to spoon some of that out because that came out way fast.
Coconut sugar has a lower glycemic level to it than sugar. Stevia is excellent. It's a great sweetener, but in this instance, you actually need a little bit of that caramelization. So that's why we do coconut sugar. Leslie, you are totally welcome. We will probably have it eaten if you left your house right now.
You would have to drive very quickly. Very fast.
Ryan says, I tell you, watching this and Band of Brothers at the same time is interesting.
Ryan who?
Prither.
Ryan Prither.
How is your house so quiet with all those kids? What's your trick? They're sleeping. So we kind of do adult time after the kids go to bed. So we sit and eat dinner with them, and then we put them to bed, and then Jacob likes to cook. So that's kind of his stress reliever, end of the day kind of thing. So he gets creative in the kitchen, and all the kids are sleeping. So this is the #1 requested birthday meal from the kids. So yeah, they love it.
Okay, so I have turned on the heater. I've turned on the oven or the stove for this burner. So now we've got a little bit of oil. We've got the sesame oil in there. Would you turn it on
to? We're being...
we're just a medium heat.
Okay.
Is fine. And now as this is heating up and getting ready for me to put the chicken in, because what you want to do, and this is a trick that I caught on to from Panda Express. Okay, they are some clever people. I realized that they took some of the spices that they wanted in their flavor, and they put them in oil and tossed the chicken in that before introducing the sauce. So they were like literally stuck to the actual chicken.
There's some chemistry to this.
So yeah, oh trust me, there's some work to this. I can't tell you how many times have I reworked my orange chicken
I
recipe.
don't know. This is my favorite version.
I don't know, like 8 or 10 times. It's been long.
Amy Corrigan is laughing at you for calling the stove a heater.
Okay.
But you know what? We're
Heater.
used to
It's
cooking
heating-
on
it's
gas,
heating the
and then we
food.
moved in this house, and it's an electric.
I know, it's electric, so it's like...
Real people cook on gas, so yeah, just have to put that out there.
And that's called a burner, so...
Yeah, how do you
know,
call these burners? Because there's no flame.
You can't really call it a burner. It's... I mean, it can burn stuff, but... Anyway, moving on. So, we've got all the stuff in here. We're going to let that heat up. Now...
All right. So.
I'm going to take, so I've got 1.5 tablespoons of water that I'm going to add. I'm going to add the exact same amount.
Induction burner. Oh, there's Dream Kitchen right there.
Oh man. Yeah. Don't even get me started on what my dream kitchen looks like. I'll be talking way longer than I'm cooking tonight. So, we're going to do the same amount of that.
Which was how much?
That was soy sauce, 1.5 tablespoons.
1.5 tablespoons of soy sauce.
Yep. So, for apple cider vinegar for this recipe, you want about 5 tablespoons.
And they don't want to use white vinegar, right?
No.
No white vinegar.
No, don't use white vinegar. If you do have to use white vinegar, use less. But with apple cider vinegar, it comes out absolutely delicious. Okay, so that's in. Now we're going to add our sugar, which we're going to use coconut sugar. And I use... Oh man, I have to make a confession to my wife now. I didn't realize this. I didn't realize this was coming up. I didn't think about this clearly. So there's 1/3 of a cup. And then I'm going to go back over here for a little bit more.
So,
I would say...
1/3 of a cup.
No, not quite. 1/3 and 1/3 of a cup. Like, let's keep things real, right? That's 1/3 and 1/3. Okay.
1/3 and then 1/3 of 1/3 of a cup. You're really making their note-taking challenging here.
You guys are going to do some math. You're going to have to do some math to figure this out. But you asked for the recipe, and there is no recipe, so it's coming straight out of my head to you. What you do with it is up to you. All right.
Sizzling.
So, now we've got our spices going. Looking good.
4/9, Amy Corrigan says. I don't know if you can find a 9th measuring cup, though.
If you can, that's impressive. The math is right on. As far as finding measuring implements.
So there goes the chicken.
Okay. So, there's the chicken. And what we're going to do... And I freeze the chicken, by the way, so it's easy to make this multiple
He bulk
ways.
fries his chicken. We do a lot of bulk cooking in our family. But so it freezes very well. So you don't have to do it fresh each time.
But as you can see, the spices and stuff they're sticking to the sides of the chicken. So,
oh yeah,
they're adhering. Now what we're going to do is reduce the heat
to what?
Down to low. Just to allow the chicken to fully thaw out. Because it usually comes straight out of the freezer. What?
I just realized our Wyoming background material. Is the chicken breaded at all, Amy Corrigan says?
No, it's actually literally just in cornstarch.
But you do you do egg or no?
Nope.
Egg. Just straight up cornstarch on the chicken.
Yep.
Okay. And then fried in peanut oil.
Yep. That's it. So.
We did do coconut oil. Fried it in coconut oil. That had the best flavor. But yeah, it can get costly when you start frying in coconut oil regularly. So whichever you have available to you, do that. I don't recommend soy at all. But peanut oil, definitely. Coconut, definitely. There you go. All right. How many drops?
I don't count.
How many shakes did you do? Like 5?
All
right. You're going to have to rewind that and just shake it. Because I don't think you can really honestly have too much.
That's probably 13 drops of orange oil. I don't know. But it is
just put orange in there.
Delicious.
Oh, it's good.
Okay. Now here's the thing with the orange oil. Like, I like to get the infused flavor of the orange oil, but once you cook it, you're obviously depleting the nutritional value of your Orange Vitality oil. So what I do is at the end, you're going to see me add some extra drops to the finished product. So we've got this on a real low simmer just to keep things getting warm and sealing in the flavors.
And now it'll smell really good.
I'm going to turn this on and get this to a rolling boil, and well, not quite a rolling boil, but it's going to get hot. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take 1 tablespoon of cornstarch. I'm going to add a little bit of water, mix that up, and that's going to go in like right at the end. Like, I'm going to pour that over the chicken. This is going to go in, and then so are the chopped green onions.
Now we've done arrowroot before for those of you who can't do cornstarch.
Yes, we have.
And it's really finicky. So if you can't do corn, you can do arrowroot, but you really have to play around with it because it's like it'll thicken, and then if you cook it too long, it thins out again. So you just have to be careful with how you do it.
Yeah, you gotta really, really work with arrowroot. So
Mike Marlowe's watching. This is not vegan, Mike. This is definitely not a vegan meal. Sorry, I'm ragging on you.
Hi, Mike. Not eating vegetables. Well,
we got green onions in there.
There are some vegetables. But, yeah, we just thought we might as well post. She's like, you really just need to let me record you doing this.
So you're going to chop while you talk?
So, am I going to chop while I talk?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can chop while I talk.
Okay.
You like how she suggests, like, she controls my work ethic. I'm telling you.
Well, you're making Tara laugh, so that's a good thing.
Anyway, we love good food, and we love tasty food, and we love food that's made fresh at home.
And if you can
organic ingredients
recreate restaurant food with better ingredients, even better.
Oh crap! I'm kidding. I didn't actually cut myself. I just thought that would make for a dramatic moment. Keep people's attention.
Then we'd have to pull out other oils. And then our video would be like not compliant.
Oh, then we'd be so not compliant. We'd be shut down. Yeah, that would be bad. So
he's just chopping it. There you go.
Got basic diced onions. Gonna get this heated up. And then we are gonna be rocking and rolling in under 5 minutes, and we're gonna have some good food and have to say goodbye to you all.
So we can eat our dinner.
So we can eat this food.
Mike says, you just do as she tells you, V.
Good advice. Good advice, Mike. I agree. She's actually very wise, so I'll go with that.
Are you putting the ingredients away? Nice.
I am. I'm putting ingredients away while I'm cooking.
I'm gonna do like the kitchen dance back and forth here. Oop. All right, so it's not. Well, there's little bubbles coming up here.
Yeah, we're almost there. We're getting there. So what you'll notice is there's not actually a lot of sauce. And a lot of people make the mistake when they think of orange chicken, they think they need a lot of sauce.
And that's a little tiny pot right there.
You really don't need a lot of sauce. There's probably less than a half a cup, maybe a half a cup of sauce there. And I always made it with so much sauce, and I would have to add so much extra starch or arrowroot or anything to thicken that you'd end up with this like massively thick gravy-like sauce with the orange, and it actually is better, and you get a better quality of taste if you use a smaller amount of sauce.
Yeah.
So I'll show you in just a second when I pour this over the chicken that it is not a whole lot of sauce. Just trying to get it to
heat up.
Our
front burner is finicky, so, real life.
Yeah, real life problems. Yeah, it'll be done in just a second. And other than that, we want to add just a dribble of water to the cornstarch.
All right, so that's how much water you think you added to that?
I'd say a tablespoon. 1 tablespoon cornstarch, 1 tablespoon of water.
Just so it's nice and liquidy.
It's liquidy enough that it will pour, but it won't dilute what we've got going on here.
And now we wait. We need background music or something.
I know. Do, 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 do.
Looks like it's going to be delicious. My kids wouldn't eat anything with onions, not even if I got tricky and tried to hide them in the food. Now they are adults and 1 teen. They love onions. It's funny, growing up, my parents didn't use a whole lot of like fresh spices in things. So, and Jacob's mom cooked with fresh spices all the time. So when we got married, he's putting like chunks of garlic and stuff, and I loved it. And my dad was like, "Oh, garlic, I hate garlic." And then he had a Dorito, and I was like, "Dad, what do you think is in Doritos?" I mean, not chunks of garlic, of course, but it's garlic flavoring. We always laughed about that. All right.
So there is our orange sauce, which, as you can see, not a lot there. We're going to toss it around, make sure the chicken is well coated. And then we're going to add our thickening agent.
All right.
And now, actually, you know what? Let's add the onions first. And do the... Right.
Tara says, you guys need to make these live episodes of Cooking with the Adamos a regular thing.
Well, we do a lot of cooking in a household with 7 children, but it ain't always pretty. I'll be honest.
I think it took you as long to get all the ingredients out as it does to make the actual meal.
But this is what we do because when you have a big family, you don't always get date nights. You don't always get time apart from the hustle of the day. And so we decided we would start with, because I loved cooking, we'd start with me cooking, and she would help get kids ready for bed, and then we'd both put kids to bed, and then I would cook, and make a meal as quickly as possible. And prep cooking, I'll tell you, was a life changer, because early on, I used to start this meal literally by frying chicken.
Yeah.
And then starting sauce and everything, like, at the beginning of the night. Like, we just put kids down, and now I'm like, oh, I think it's time to trim, fry, and move into food prep. And it took hours, and I'm a stubborn red, so I would just do it anyway. I've learned in my age, which is not old.
Wisdom. We'll call it wisdom.
Yeah, wisdom. Wisdom is good. Let's call it wisdom. I've learned in my wisdom that it is best to prepare ahead of time. That way, you're ready. So this meal takes a whole lot less time, but it's still a fun way for her and I to have a little Chinese food date night.
So when did you turn the heat up from the low? When you added the...
Yes.
I didn't point that out.
When I added the sauce. Okay, so yeah, when I added the sauce, I had the heat on low to keep the chicken warm, mainly because it's frozen. So then I turned it up to a medium heat as soon as I added the sauce, and I'm going to actually turn it up a little bit more because I'm wanting it to kind of hurry up.
So maybe like a medium,
so you guys can see it,
high kind of thing. Maybe?
Yeah, you're medium high. I don't do recipes. I just don't. I just cook. So.
He's talented like that. His mom didn't have any daughters, so she made it her goal to make sure that her sons learned how to cook, so I was very blessed. So if you have sons, please teach them how to cook, because there are women like me who don't know how to cook very well.
And they say that the way to a man's heart is through his stomach. But I have learned that that is not a gender specific rule. So, yeah, sometimes the way to a woman's heart is through her stomach. So now we got a good simmer going on. We're going to let this thing...
Here, I'm going to come around from the other side. So now you can see it's starting to thicken up and caramelize. So if you were doing this with stevia, you wouldn't get that caramelization happening. So that's why we use the coconut sugar instead. Misty asked, do we have picky eaters?
Like,
for
as
children?
Far as kids?
Yeah.
No.
So why do we not have picky eaters?
Because we broke them in on pretty much every type of food and flavor that you could do right off the bat.
Like Chinese food in the high chair.
Yeah, Chinese, Hispanic. We just poured it out. We developed a culture with our children that whatever was served was expected to be eaten. It doesn't mean that they love everything that they eat. They do have preferences still, but it means that they will still eat it. And so that to me was important. I think I've always been the type of person that will try anything once. Well, not anything, but most things. If you feed me goat's eyeballs, I am not guaranteeing that I would actually eat them. Unless it was a very big dare. Ryan, don't you dare. Don't go there. But yeah, so we just tried to make sure that they had a...
Well, and when you have multiple children, you don't have the opportunity of cooking a different meal for each one, or you'd never leave the kitchen. So it's kind of like, here's what's for dinner.
Yeah.
Too bad. Eat it anyway.
And keeping them having a good palate and understanding flavors. Like, one of the things that I did to engage them is as I cook, I always want to make sure that they understand what they're smelling, what they're tasting. A good palate is priceless. and I think it can be developed. So I'll have them come in and they'll ask, what does that smell? And I will make them work to find out what that smell is. What are we cooking? And they've all gotten very, very good. And I can say this, using oils has been huge with them identifying the smell of something. So if you're wondering how to improve the palate of your children, use the oils, because it works.
Yeah, and let them cook with you.
Yeah, and let them cook with you. Like I let them all, like, oh my gosh, knife work scares the crap out of me. But I'm letting them use the knife. We've gone over all the rules. So cutting celery, onion, and all these different things, they've gotten so good with doing that. But it also, as you're cutting something, you're smelling it. And you're getting an experience with it. So, yeah, that's what we've been doing with the kids, and that's how we teach them to cook.
This is smelling
True
really
direct.
good.
Yep, so heat is off. It's done. So at this point, I'm going to take this again, because why not, right? We're going to put that in.
And I really do not think it's possible to overdo the orange, so...
No, your liver thanks you.
Your liver thanks you, yep.
And then I'm going to toss it one more time. And we are going to serve. Okay, so that's done.
Fresh hot rice.
Perfectly done hot jasmine rice into the bowl.
If you love rice, this is by far the best rice cooker ever. It's made in Japan, and you can set it for what time you want your rice to be done, and it'll automatically start cooking the rice so that it'll be done when you told it to. Tammy says your counter looks like mine. Bosch, IP. Yeah, you know the funny thing, Tammy? I was cleaning the front of my Bosch with the thieves cleaner that had some lemon in it, and I wiped off most of the labels on the front of it. So I don't recommend that. There we go. Look at that. Mmm. I wish you guys could smell it. So if you ever come to visit, we will make you orange chicken. You just have to make a request. All right.
Okay. That is orange chicken done.
So I hope you guys got good notes.
Hope you enjoyed the video. We're going to go enjoy the food.
Yes. All right, there it is. Dinner for two. Orange chicken coming right up. You guys have a great night. Here, I'll switch the camera and we'll wave.
Okay.